Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Vinod. Today we're gonna do a weekly summary of all the EV stock versus the legacy automaker company stocks. We'll have a quick look at the weekly performance for all of these stocks and how did they perform for the last week. Okay, for comparison, for EV, I've chosen 3 stocks for comparison and versus 2 legacy, Tesla, NIO, Nikola. Then for legacy, I've chosen Ford and GM. And again, if you have any favorite stocks which you want me to add in this category, please do comment. Okay, so let's quickly look at everyone's favorite, Tesla. I think Tesla is one of the stocks. As you guys know, I'm a long-term shareholder for, and I do hold quite a lot of shares with them so far, as well as NIO. And Nikola, I don't have any positions, as well as Ford or GM. Okay, let's quickly look into Tesla first to start with. Let's look at the last 5-day chart. That's the weekly summary. So it started the week around $1,200 mark. And I think you can see that I think it is finished up at $1,540, so $1,540 on Friday. So that's almost a 28% move in last 5 days. 2 reasons for the stock to run up. Again, one is the profits for Q2 expectations, which is looking more sure, in terms of the news, as well as Tesla is releasing the Q2 on 22nd July. I think it's a day before than usually what they do for Q2. So I think there is some positive news. So that's the expectation, as well as S&P addition, if it's positive. Those 2 news, I think, drove the stock this week, as well as Elon Musk, Tesla, selling the shorts, which came out last weekend, which means that I think it's kind of indicating that shorts going to be burned during this particular quarterly result. I don't think we need to go till the quarterly result. They're already burned if anybody had shorted this particular stock. Okay, so as you can see, Tesla up 30% for the last week. So that's Tesla's performance. Let's go to NIO. Let's look at the last 5-day performance. NIO similar trend, started the week at sub $9 per share, went up to 15. So it's almost a 50% performance from for the week. So it closed on $15. So that's a 50% up for NIO. Primarily 2 news which is driving the stock. One, I think when we started the week, I think there was news from China that they're encouraging their citizens to buy into equity market, which kind of rallied the stock. I think it went to 15 in like 2 days after that news. But again, then there's some people took profits. I took profits in NIO, but again, I do hold around 500 shares with them. So I think it's at $15 now. I think it kind of touched 16, but I think there's a long way for the NIO to go. So NIO finished at a 50% high. I think it's better performance than Tesla. That's good. Okay, the last stock in EV which I have is Nikola. I made a video on Nikola. It's my opinion. I will link at the end of this video. Have a look at my personal view when it comes to Nikola as a company. I think I'm not too positive or too negative when it comes to Nikola. One is I think we need to give them a chance. So I would see positively for them to reduce number of trucks on the road which uses fossil fuel versus like a battery or whatever the hydrogen cells, whatever they want to do, get rid of the fossil fuel trucks. So that's the positive side. Negative side, it's all air. There is no material so far, other than Trevor, CEO, or currently his chairman is not even CEO, making a lot of promises. So it's a wait and watch stock. I think my personal take I've shared in the other video. Please have a look at it after this one. So let's say if you do a 5-day chart for this stock, started the week at 58. I think it kind of was at 68 or something when I made a video. I think it went down to 40 levels. A lot of people selling because they're kind of understanding what the company will do and when they will realize revenues. And it's already booked into too much of let's say revenues already. Like it's like 25 billion company. I think you can't like value this company at that level, but a lot of people sold off. And then since then there is buying again at lower levels. Again, it came down from 90 to 40. So a lot of people thought that it's on for a 60% discount from highs, so people buying it. So that's moved the stock higher. Two things we need to watch for the stock in the coming week. I will give you a heads up in a minute. So if you look at the stock, I think it started at 58 and ended at 54. So probably minus 3 or 4% for Nikola stock, flat week, we would say. So far in EVs, NIO is the winner for this particular week with 50% gains for this week. So let's look at how it compares with Ford and GM. As you guys know that I think Ford kind of struggling, because I think for all of these legacy companies, in terms of they need to change their business model completely from gasoline to EV. And with this pandemic, I think it given that, rocket kickstart for all of the EV companies, for all of the legacy companies, I think they should get an opportunity to catch up. But again, pandemic did not help them. I think they were all getting on track in next 2-3 years. But with pandemic and also a lot of redundancies within the company, they can't, whatever cars they manufactured, the sales are bad. So overall, it's not going well for them. But again, saying that, I think there is opportunity for these legacy car companies. I think what I see is, the next 2 years, I think there would be subsidies for all the, even the gas cars. Actually, what I mean by subsidies, like, when you buy EV now, yeah, I bought my Tesla Model 3 in UK, and then there was a subsidy from government for like £3,500, wherein I think they would do something similar to pick up the auto industry again. So again, that's will kickstart the economy in terms of people buying new cars, debt, and which goes back to good healthy economy. So Ford planning to release the electric Mustang. I think I like Mustang, and but electric version, I think if they whatever they demonstrated a couple of months ago, if they can start ramping up the production for Mustang and also show that there is demand, that will be the next key for Ford. And also F-150, their truck, which they are saying that they would come up with electric F-150, which would be competitor for Cybertruck. So those two things are the next things what we need to keep an eye out for Ford in terms of what they progress. And GM, I think there was a big EV day which they did. There were a lot of, we will do this, we will do that. There's nothing material to see with them. I think let's quickly look at the last 5-day performance. It started the week at 26, ended the week at 24. So I think it's a 5% drop for the week. For Ford, it is a drop of 2%, or it started at $6 and ended the week at $6. So it's a flat week. So as you guys can see, legacy cars for the week ending 11th of July, flat. And then the EV stocks are all up 30 to 50%, and Nikola was down 4%. So that's the wrap up for how the EV versus legacy for this week. Hope you liked it. If you do like, please comment, as well as do subscribe to my channel. I think I would make similar videos every week just to show that, in terms of how the market's trading these EV versus legacy stocks. Please do like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining me to watch this video. Cheers. Bye.